And there has been just an outpouring of sorrow and disbelief as word has spread today that Otis Anderson Jr. was shot to death overnight in Jacksonville. His own father has been arrested. He faces a murder charge. Sports director Chris Porter has been in close contact with some of those coaches and players who knew and loved Anderson Jr. Chris joins us now with more, all new at 5:30. Chris, just a heartbreaking story.
Heather, as you can imagine, everyone I spoke with today was in total shock and disbelief. Otis Anderson Jr. was a terrific football player, but I'm told he was an even better person. Tonight, I'm one-on-one with his former high school football coach who tells me Otis touched everyone he came in contact with.
A lot of emotions up and down. I'm good, I'm bad. I'm just trying to put it all together. It's a tough thing right now.
University Christian head football coach David Penland struggling to come to terms with the fact that his former player, Otis Anderson Jr., is dead.
I was in complete shock at first. Hard to process something like that, especially with a kid you love so much. I just didn't sleep much last night and trying to get through the day today.
Penland says he found out Monday night. One of his former players' parents called him to tell him the news.
They were a loving family, supportive of Otis, great family.
During his 4 years at UC, Otis Jr. helped lead the Fighting Christians to back-to-back state titles in 2015 and 2016. An undersized running back, many doubted whether Otis could have success on the collegiate level. He proved his doubters wrong, putting together a fine career at the University of Central Florida.
An all-around good kid, would do anything for you on and off the field. I know he came over to my house and helped me move a couple times. He's just, you ask him and he'll do it. He was always at workouts, never missed. Would stay late, kind of had to push him out of the locker room. Just a kid that loved football, loved his teammates, and loved his coaches.
Penland says what gives him peace?
Well, we all know, Otis made a commitment when he was in high school. We all know where he's at. He's in heaven, so that's kind of comforting us.
How will you remember Otis?
I'll remember Otis as the guy that would do anything for his team to help him win on and off the field. He was a guy that you could call him last minute and he'd come help you. If you needed to come help Pop Warner a game on Saturday with referee, he'd be there. He was a phenomenal teammate. He was loved by everybody.
Otis Anderson Jr. had a short stint in the NFL. Most recently, he was a member of the Los Angeles Rams practice squad before being cut. And there has been a tremendous outpouring of love on social media from his former teammates. Otis Anderson Jr. was just 23 years old.